So the total profit over the last 7 days is dollars. So obviously I think we have a clear winner. As we can tell, is the far better ad platform right now. Yo, what's poppin', guys? Today I'm gonna be doing a 7-day dropshipping challenge with a twist. We're gonna be testing Facebook ads and TikTok ads and seeing which one does better. I'm giving myself 7 days to start and launch and scale a brand new dropshipping store from the ground up, and of course using both Facebook and TikTok ads to market the product. Now I already have the product picked out for this challenge, so I need to get 6 ad creatives, and I'm gonna be running the same creatives on both Facebook and TikTok. I'm trying to keep as many variables the same as possible. That way we can truly see what's better right now, Facebook or TikTok. If you're as hyped for the video as I am, drop a thumbs up and let's get straight into it. All right, so today is a pretty exciting day. We finally have the UGC ads in our lap and we're ready to basically go live. So let's go over them. These are the ads here. Basically what we had the UGC creators do is take a couple different clips of the product and then take a bunch of different hooks. By using the same clips, we basically have 6 different ads because we changed the hook the first few seconds of the video with different sentences to incentivize people to actually go ahead and buy the product. Now, a lot of the times when you're running ads on TikTok, you might look at videos that have done well organically of that product and then rework them on TikTok ads platform. The one thing that you want to keep in mind as well is that if you're using, let's say a UGC creator and she's an attractive girl and she's marketing your product, then what might happen is those ads are going to start to get fed to the people who are watching them the longest, and maybe those people aren't there necessarily for the product and they're there for something else in the video, which is why that video went viral in the first place organically, such as having an attractive girl in the video. But on these videos specifically, we kept it very product oriented. So you can see right off the rip here, we're showcasing the benefits of the product and the product in use in a bunch of cool, different, interesting ways to make this room look a lot more aesthetic. And then it has a few key punchlines and then an offer and CTA towards the end of the video. And even though we had UGC creators create this video, we very well could have done these ourselves because it's so simple to create videos like this. But the reason why we didn't is because we're currently out here in Bali, Indonesia right now, and we did not have access to get this product Amazon Prime to our villa. Now it's pretty much time for us to start building the website so that we can go live hopefully by the end of today. All right, guys, so I just finished setting up the store right now. The same way that I usually do it. So we have the homepage, the track your order page, frequently asked questions, contact us, and then obviously most importantly, the product page. I have it open on the mobile view right now so you guys can kind of get an idea on what it'll look like when the customers actually land on the landing page on their phones, of course. So as you can see, we decided to call this the Nebu Cube. Here's the main product images. Just have a couple clean images and then one person using it. So kind of a lifestyle shot there. Down here, we have a little bit of social proofing, which comes built in with the theme. This is actually a custom theme that we've developed inside of Outright Ecom as well, and that we use when we set up all of our new stores. And then it has a few different key benefits or kind of main punchlines that we want to display for the product. And then down here, obviously we have the price. Now this is in Indonesian, but we're going to be selling it for $29.99. I'm currently in Bali, so that's why it's coming up this way on my computer. But $30 USD. We think we're going to be getting the product for around $10 USD shipped all in. We're still in talks with a few suppliers, so we'll have to figure that out a little bit later down the line. But as you can see, here's a couple of the most frequently asked questions right at the top. So how long would shipping take, and what if there's something wrong with my order? And then down here, the same way that I usually lay it out with a couple of the key benefits and then a couple of images and GIFs. And some of this content we were able to get from the UGC creators that created the ads as well. So really straightforward. One thing I do want to improve on is adding more reviews a little bit over the next few days. But we have everything that we need right away to go ahead and launch the ads, which I've actually set up right here as well. So for the Facebook ads, we have this one campaign. We're launching it at $100 per day. It's a CBO, and we have 2 different ad sets going on, and both of these are dynamic creative testing, which basically means that we've added multiple different ads inside of each ad set. So if I dive into the ads themselves, you can see we have ad stack here, and then inside of the ad stack, we have the different creatives that were created by our UGC creators. And then you can see on the side here how it's going to show up in the feed. And yeah, so we have a couple different primary texts and headlines for each ad as well, and Facebook's going to automatically put the best ones. So at this point in time, with both Facebook ads and TikTok ads, this is typically how I like to launch brand new campaigns and just give Facebook really as much free reign and control as possible to allocate the budget and spend appropriately and serve people the right ads. In 2024 and moving forward, dynamic creative testing and broad targeting is going to be your best friend because the algorithms have so many years of data behind them, and they're simply going to be able to pick your customer better than you can 9 times out of 10. So that's why we don't get too involved with hyper targeting or anything like that, especially when starting out. Now, if we go over to the TikTok campaign structure, we have it very, very similar. So we're starting off at $100 per day CBO here as well. And then for the ad groups, we have 5 different broad ad groups. If you were to only launch one broad ad group, you'd only be kind of picking one pocket of customers within that segment. So now we have essentially 5 different chances for TikTok to serve up our ads to the right people. And then the best performing ones over time we can leave on, we can turn off the ones that are underperforming, and we can start cycling in more creative. But we'll get a little bit more into the scaling strategy later on into the video as well. And then same thing here, very straightforward. We have all of the ads inside of every single broad ad group that we got back from the UGC creators. So I'm really excited to launch. And hopefully we'll get some good results for you guys. The ads are going live both on Facebook and on TikTok at midnight tonight. And then at the end of tomorrow, over the next 24 hours, I'll give you guys an update on how they've performed so far. All right, so we're partway through the first day of this challenge and have some exciting news for you guys. We actually got the first sale on the store. As you can see, we have a total of $34 on the dashboard after just 28 sessions. Now that's the good news, but I also have a little bit of bad news for you guys because the ads aren't performing as well as we had initially thought. But hopefully we can make some optimizations at the end of today, or maybe even give it a little bit more time to spend, and then we can have better results tomorrow. Thus far on Facebook, because yes, it's evening right now here in Bali, Indonesia, but because obviously we're running on Pacific Standard Time, so back home in Canada and North America, that's why the ads haven't spent a majority of the budget today so far. So on Facebook, we've only spent $28, and I don't believe the sale has tracked yet because it's just came through. And on TikTok, we've spent about $50 so far, and the results aren't looking too great. The CTR is much lower than we had initially hoped for. The CPMs are okay, but we're paying way too much. The cost per click, as you can see, is averaging about $1.86 USD across the 5 different ad groups that we currently have. So TikTok's not looking too great. At least Facebook hasn't spent a lot, and I'm assuming the sale came from Facebook just because the metrics are looking a bit better on here as of now. But even still, the cost per click is very high on both of our ad sets, and the CTR is relatively low. Hopefully we can get that up to a 2% or much higher in the coming days. But at least we got the first sale. It's a little bit of proof of concept. And from here, if we can do it once, hopefully we can do it many more times and continue to scale up. All right, guys, so I've just pulled up the TikTok Ads Manager as well as the Facebook. We're actually 4 days into the challenge. I wanted to update you guys every single day, but I've been in the middle of traveling from Bali to Tokyo. So I'm currently in Tokyo right now, and obviously it took us about a day to get here, and we've just been pretty busy ever since. I honestly got sick for a couple of days as well. So that's where I'm at. But some exciting stuff has happened on the challenge because a couple of sales actually started rolling through, and we're gonna dive into the ad campaigns right now to see what's going on. So first off, I have the TikTok ad campaign pulled up here. And as you can see in these 4 days, we spent $400 USD. The cost per click is extremely high on TikTok, guys. So we're getting $3.57 per link click, which is not ideal. The CPM is relatively high at about $13, and the CTR is extremely low. So this is not really what you want to see from ads. Though the good news is that we do have 6 conversions on the campaign, and the conversion on the Shopify site, which I'll show you, is actually pretty good. So that's kind of the one place that we are doing well. But besides that, the ads on TikTok are not performing well at all. They have a $66 cost per acquisition, which unfortunately is not profitable for us. But like I said, the conversion rate is very strong at 5% here. So that's how the ads are looking. If we dive into the individual ad groups, we can see that they've all got a decent amount of spend. And for the most part, they're all doing roughly the same. You know, some of them have a cheaper cost per click and some of them have a more expensive, but the CTR is relatively low across the board. And it seems as though the conversions have been sprinkled in from almost all the campaigns except for this number 4 one right here. Bottom line, guys, it's not looking too good. So hopefully we can turn things around over the next few days with TikTok ads. Now on Facebook, we actually have 7 purchases, so a little bit more than TikTok in these past 4 days. We've just been spending $100 daily on both the ad campaigns. Remember, we've used the exact same ads on both of them. And as you can see, the cost per result is lower on Facebook. So as of now, Facebook is currently beating TikTok for this challenge. As you can see here, we spent the same amount of money on both of them, $400. And if we click into the ad sets on Facebook as well, we can actually see something pretty interesting here, is that all 7 purchases from Facebook has came from just one of the ad sets. The other one actually hasn't been getting much spend at all. So as you can see, Facebook is allocating all of the budget to this second ad set right here. Cost per result is at $54 on the ad set. So pretty much quite a bit better than what we're seeing on TikTok, but still, bottom line, there's a lot of improvements to be made, and we're not really seeing the results that we want to thus far. If we pull up the Shopify analytics, you can see the conversion rate is pretty strong. We've had the 28 sessions added to the cart, 20 reached checkout, and 10 sessions converted. I guess there was a bit of a pixel misfire, which was probably on the TikTok, because we had 7 purchases on Facebook and 6 on the TikTok ads. As you can see, an average order value of $32, 15 total orders, leaving us at $550 in total sales thus far into the video. So nothing too crazy as of yet, but it seems as though Facebook is slowly coming out on top. Now, we do have orders in, so we're gonna need to get these fulfilled as soon as possible. And I don't really have time to be sifting through tons of different suppliers right now, so I'm gonna go with the tried and true AutoDS. Now, AutoDS is a platform that makes fulfillment stupid easy. You can sift through hundreds of suppliers across their marketplace and instantly get access to the most competitive rates for pretty much any product. So all we have to do on Shopify is go to the App Store, download AutoDS, sign up through the process. It's super quick and easy. In just a matter of steps, we'll be able to start fulfilling these orders, and we'll also be having a 24/7 support representative at AutoDS that can help us if there's any issues with sourcing the product or finding the most competitive rates for pricing as well as shipping. So if you guys do want to check out AutoDS as well, I do want to say thank you to them for collaborating with me on this video, and I'll leave a link below in the description if you guys want to check them out or potentially use them on your store as well. Okay guys, so a couple more days have went by, and I guess the challenge is now officially over. So we went through 7 days of running these ads on both Facebook and TikTok. As you can probably tell, I'm pretty tired right now. So what I'm gonna do is go over the results of the Facebook and TikTok over the past couple days. And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up and give you guys the breakdown on the profits and losses, basically. So you guys can see exactly how much money we spent and exactly how much money we made or lost from this challenge. So starting off over the past 3 days here, the 27th to the 29th, we did $420 in sales. So obviously this is a little bit less than the previous 4 days. And it's not like we were able to aggressively scale up during this time period, because obviously we're running the challenge for 7 days. And the main goal is to see which ad platform is the best right now. But you can see the store conversion rate actually held pretty strong over the past couple days. So this conversion rate is almost at 3%, which is pretty good. We are seeing a bit of a drop off between the checkouts to the sessions converted, but I'm sure with a few more optimizations, we could bring that number up even higher, and the conversion rate could quite easily become 3.5 to even 4% on this store. But if we go over to the TikTok Ads Manager first, the results here, guys, are not looking too good. We've spent, roughly $300 in the past 3 days. And the CPC has remained relatively the same from the first update, so we're still looking at $3.50 USD, which is extremely high. The CPM actually went up a little bit more, and the CTR remained relatively around the same, which is very, very low as well. We did manage to pull off 3 conversions during these past 3 days for about 1 sale each day, but the CPA leaves us wildly unprofitable on TikTok. And if we expand it out into the past 7 days, TikTok did not really pull through for us for this particular challenge. As you can see, our CPA is just way too high. But the conversion rate still, yet again, is not bad. If we go to Facebook ads, something a little bit more interesting here happened over the past couple days. We had 8 purchases coming from this one ad set right here. So although this ad set didn't really get any conversions, it didn't actually spend much anyway, and all of the ad spend went directly to this ad set right here with all these purchases. The cost per result was about $35. I'm not going to get into the CTR and everything because honestly it remained around the same, but the cost per result is actually pretty good. At $35, I believe we are close to break even, but I'll do that math for you guys first thing tomorrow. And so if we were to keep running these Facebook ads over the next few days, I think it would continue to do a better job at finding the right customers. Hopefully we'd see that cost per result go a little bit further down. But as you guys can already tell just from this update right here and from the past update, Facebook is crushing TikTok right now. And that is an early conclusion for this video, is that Facebook right now is king, because as you guys can see over the past 7 days, we've had all the variables remain the same. We've literally tested the same video ads. We've made the actual media buying structure very, very similar on Facebook and TikTok. And of course, the landing page, the product, everything has remained the same. And we gave both Facebook and TikTok as much control as possible to go out there and find our ideal customers. And Facebook has absolutely destroyed TikTok over the past 7 days. So although different products work better on different platforms and we might have to run this challenge back with some different products to get more data. It's pretty easy to tell that Facebook is clearly doing better than TikTok right now. And this doesn't just go for this product, this goes for a lot more products that I've been seeing from people that I've been talking to, as well as my own products that I've been running. Facebook is generally doing better than TikTok right now. That being said, I still use TikTok in a number of different ways, organically and for paid advertising, especially when it comes to the particular product or store that I'm running. So this is something that you need to decide before you start building a store, before you start running your product. Which route are you gonna go, or are you gonna do both? Maybe you're gonna run a test like this where you're selling your product on both Facebook and TikTok, and then seeing which one has more room for growth, and then doubling down on that platform and making ads that are more curated for the platform. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this update right now. I'm gonna head off to bed now, and then tomorrow I'm gonna give you guys the full breakdown, and we'll get to the final thoughts and where we can go from here. All right guys, so after tallying up all the numbers for the challenge, I'm gonna list off the expenses and then reveal to you guys the total profit or loss. Okay, so the Shopify bill is $30. The products that we ordered on Amazon to the UGC creators were $60. Domain $15, and the UGC videos cost us $340 for all the videos to be made by 2 different creators. The total Facebook ad spend was $865, total TikTok ad spend was $920, and the fulfillment cost was $428. So I think you guys can already tell we're at a pretty hefty loss here, with the total expenses coming up to almost $2,700, and then the total revenues at $1,370. So unfortunately, we took a $1,300 loss over the past week, but this also goes to show that not everything I touch will turn to gold, and even I launch products today and still lose a lot of money on them, even in their first couple days or first couple weeks of testing. But also, it is a completely different game when you're testing products organically versus on paid ads. I always push the organic route, especially for people starting out, because you don't have to waste thousands of dollars up front to find a winning product. In fact, you can literally take any product and start pushing it out for free, and then you wouldn't have to worry about all the expenses piling in like this. If you guys watched my last challenge video, you would have seen that we made a 4-figure profit within 1 week of running our products strictly organically. So I actually don't mind the way that this challenge turned out. Even though we lost $1,300 in the past week, it does go to show you guys that when you are running paid ads, it's a different game. You better have a little bit of money saved up and ready to go, especially if you're gonna be testing multiple products before you find your first winner. To sum up the challenge, we can conclude that Facebook ads far outperformed TikTok ads, and I'm gonna be looking forward to running a lot more Facebook ads over the next few months and the rest of Q4. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'd really appreciate it if you left me a huge thumbs up so I can continue putting out more videos just like this. Also, let me know down below in the comments if you wanna see more challenge videos, or if you have another idea for me. I'm definitely down to make some over the next few months. Had a lot of fun doing this challenge, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'll see you guys in a few days. Peace.